If there is something you didn't know about Hollywood, it's that behind the flawless glamour and silver screens lies a world of secrecy, stigma, and fear. What happened when being true to oneself came into conflict with the stringent expectations of a prejudiced era? Today we're delving into the stories of 10 extraordinary actors who, despite being secretly gay in an unforgiving industry, built legacies that still inspire us. Number 1. Rock Hudson. Rock epitomized Hollywood's classic leading man with his flawless good looks, velvety voice, and magnetic presence on screen. In classics like Pillow Talk and Giant, he captured the hearts of audiences worldwide and became a box office titan. To the public, Hudson embodied the ideals of 1950s masculinity, a tall and handsome figure who swept women off their feet both on and off screen. Yet behind closed doors, his life was a carefully orchestrated facade designed to protect an identity that he was forced to keep secret. Hollywood executives, desperate to maintain his heartthrob image, took extreme measures to manage Hudson's private life. Studio publicists arranged fake dates with glamorous female stars and staged romantic photo ops, ensuring his homosexuality remained hidden from adoring fans and prying tabloids. Despite being a prisoner of societal expectations, Hudson built a film career that stands as one of the most successful of his era. In the 1980s, his battle with AIDS shocked the world, making him one of the first major celebrities to openly confront the stigma. His brave acknowledgement of his diagnosis not only shed light on his truth, but also galvanized global awareness of the AIDS epidemic. Rock Hudson's life, though marked by secrecy, immortalized him as both a cinematic icon and a symbol of courage for the LGBTQ+ community. Number 2. Tab Hunter. In the 1950s, Tab was the quintessential Hollywood heartthrob, the boyishly handsome, golden-haired actor adored for his performances in Battle Cry and Damn Yankees. His impeccable charm and wholesome image made him a teenage idol, while his hit single, Young Love, ensured that he dominated not just the silver screen, but also the radio. But behind this carefully crafted persona, Hunter guarded a closely held secret. He was a gay man living in one of the most unforgiving periods of Hollywood history. Hunter's private life was relentlessly policed by powerful studios who feared the fallout of public exposure. The actor endured relentless whispers about his sexuality, forcing him to date co-stars like Natalie Wood in staged romances orchestrated for the cameras. In reality, Hunter quietly pursued meaningful relationships with men, all while suffering the isolation of living two lives. Later in his groundbreaking memoir, Tab Hunter Confidential, he shared the immense toll those years took on him, both personally and professionally. The memoir and the critically acclaimed documentary based on it helped reshape his legacy, showing him as a man of strength and resilience who refused to let fear define his life. Tab Hunter's story demonstrates how living authentically, even later in life, has the power to transform not just personal narratives, but also cultural perceptions. Number 3. James Dean. James Dean's untamed spirit and brooding good looks made him an instant cultural icon, even beyond his tragically short life. With unforgettable roles in Rebel Without a Cause, East of Eden, and Giant, he became the face of youthful rebellion and alienation, forever cementing his status as a Hollywood legend. But while his on-screen characters boldly defied norms, whispers about Dean's personal life hinted at a different form of rebellion, one against heteronormative expectations. Throughout his career, rumors swirled about Dean's relationships with both men and women, painting a picture of a man unbound by societal conventions. While he never publicly confirmed his sexuality, close friends and those who knew him well suggest he embraced fluidity long before the concept gained mainstream recognition. Dean's refusal to fit into traditional labels remains deeply compelling, adding another layer of intrigue to his already enigmatic persona. Tragically, his untimely death at just 24 years old robbed the world of a talent that had barely begun to shine. Nevertheless, Dean's fearless authenticity, both on and off screen, helped pave the way for greater conversations about identity in Hollywood, ensuring his legend endures not only as a cinematic giant, but also as an enigmatic symbol of self-expression. Number 4. Cary Grant. Cary wasn't just a leading man, he was the leading man, synonymous with charm, sophistication, and effortless style. From screwball comedies like Bringing Up Baby to thrillers like North by Northwest, Grant excelled at portraying suave, confident characters who epitomize mid-century escapism. But beneath his polished, debonair persona laid a private life steeped in speculation and quiet rebellion against Hollywood's rigid expectations. For more than a decade, Grant shared a home with fellow actor Randolph Scott, a close relationship that became the subject of endless rumors. Dubbed by tabloids as Hollywood's most flamboyant bachelors, their living arrangement fueled questions about Grant's sexuality, though the actor himself staunchly avoided addressing the rumors publicly. Studio executives worked tirelessly to silence whisper campaigns, arranging fleeting romances between Grant and glamorous actresses to keep the speculation from tarnishing his appeal. Despite never confirming or denying his orientation, Grant's story reflects the tension between personal authenticity and the public scrutiny of fame. Today, his legacy transcends the constraints of his era. He is remembered not only as one of the most versatile actors of his time, but also as an enduring example of someone who lived life on his own terms, subtly breaking barriers with grace and wit. Number 5, Ramon Novarro. Known as one of Hollywood's earliest Latino heartthrobs, Ramon captivated audiences throughout the 1920s and 30s, rising to staggering fame in films such as Ben-Hur. His striking looks, charisma, and undeniable talent made him an international sensation. Yet fame came at a cost. As a gay man working in a deeply homophobic era, Novarro was forced to live an entirely separate life from the glamorous image projected on screens. While adored by fans, Novarro constantly wrestled with the limitations imposed by his secret. He remained single throughout his career, cautious of exposing any vulnerability that could jeopardize his position in the harsh, moralizing spotlight of Hollywood. Tragically, his life came to a brutal end in 1968 when a botched robbery turned fatal. Media coverage was disturbingly sensational, fixating on details of his sexuality rather than honoring his contributions to film. Novarro's shocking demise stands as a chilling reminder of the risks faced by LGBTQ+ actors of the time and the cruel societal attitudes that often overshadowed their achievements. Today, however, Novarro's legacy lives on as both a cinematic icon and a symbol of quiet bravery in a time of intense adversity. Number 6, Farley Granger. Farley might not have reached the same fame as some of his contemporaries, but he left an indelible mark on Hollywood, particularly with his critically acclaimed roles in Alfred Hitchcock's films Rope and Strangers on a Train. With his boyish good looks and undeniable charisma, Granger possessed a natural ease that made him an instant standout. But underneath the facade of an up-and-coming Hollywood actor lay a man forced to navigate a private reality at odds with the societal and professional expectations of his time. Granger was bisexual in a world where conformity was non-negotiable. During the height of his career in the 1940s and 1950s, Granger found himself playing along with Hollywood's unyielding rules. Rumors surrounding his relationships with both men and women created persistent challenges, particularly as the tabloids latched onto any whispers about his personal life. The weight of maintaining appearances didn't disappear until later in life, when Granger revealed the truth about his sexuality in his candid autobiography. He openly discussed his relationships, describing both joy and struggle, and firmly rejected Hollywood's attempts to categorize him. His willingness to open his heart and share his story became a powerful example of self-acceptance, even if it came after years of secrecy. Granger's honesty, iconic performances, and later advocacy serve as a lasting reminder that the courage to live authentically can ripple far beyond one person's life, leaving an impact for generations. Number 7, Anthony Perkins. Best known for his chilling and unforgettable portrayal of Norman Bates in Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, Anthony carved a legacy as one of Hollywood's most complex and enigmatic actors. His ability to embody characters with haunting depth hinted at a man who grappled with challenges off-screen, most notably his sexuality. Perkins reportedly lived much of his life deeply closeted, navigating a Hollywood that was far from accepting of gay men. His relationships with men were largely kept under wraps, silenced by fears of professional ruin in an era when his truth could have destroyed his career entirely. Later in life, Perkins made headlines when he married and started a family, which some interpreted as a calculated decision to deflect speculation about his sexuality. However, those who knew the actor described his marriage as one piece of the complex mosaic that defined him. A man capable of both deep love and relentless self-preservation in an industry that demanded perfection and conformity. Tragically, Perkins privately battled AIDS and passed away in 1992, leaving behind a legacy of impeccable talent and quiet resilience. His journey sheds light on the impossible choices many were forced to make, and it has inspired later generations to reflect on the human cost of fame and repression. Even decades after his death, Perkins's performances resonate with authenticity born of struggle, making him a symbol of bravery in a time of silence. Number 8. Montgomery Clift. Gifted with striking looks, unparalleled talent, and an emotional intensity that redefined what a leading man could be, Montgomery was one of Hollywood's brightest stars. His roles in films such as A Place in the Sun, From Here to Eternity, and Judgment at Nuremberg showcased his ability to capture vulnerability and raw emotion like few others could. But Clift's immense fame came with a heavy price. As a gay man, he spent most of his life wrestling with his identity in a world that offered little understanding or acceptance. Clift, often described as both delicate and fiercely driven, battled relentless scrutiny from an industry that demanded he uphold a pristine persona. He avoided the public eye, shying away from fame's glare and striving to remain an artist first and a celebrity second. In his personal life, whispers about his relationships with men followed him throughout his career, adding to the pressures that would eventually take a toll on his mental health. Many believe his struggles were further exacerbated by a near-fatal car accident in 1956, which left him physically and emotionally scarred. Despite the hardships, his work never faltered. It became even more poignant and introspective, further solidifying his status as one of Hollywood's greatest actors. Montgomery Clift's story is one of artistic brilliance, personal struggle, and the resilience to leave a legacy of unforgettable performances that transcend the limitations of his time. Number 9. Raymond Burr. For decades, Raymond's commanding performances as Perry Mason in Ironside solidified his reputation as one of television's most respected and enduring stars. With his deep, resonant voice and towering on-screen presence, Burr captivated audiences and became a household name. Yet behind closed doors, the actor lived a life of profound secrecy. Burr was in a long-term relationship with a man for over 3 decades, but he went to painstaking lengths to keep this part of his life hidden from the public eye. Understanding Hollywood's expectations and prejudices, Burr Mastios helped fabricate an intricate personal backstory for him, complete with fictional relationships and tragic stories of late wives and children that had never existed. These fabrications, though protective, came at a cost, forcing Burr to conceal his authentic self for the entirety of his life. It wasn't until after his death in 1993 that the truth about his personal life became widely known. Today, Raymond Burr's story stands as a compelling testament to the sacrifices made by countless LGBTQ+ artists who masked their true selves to achieve success. His remarkable career and resilience in the face of societal restrictions remind us of the quiet strength it takes to live under constant scrutiny in an unforgiving era. Number 10. Charles Laughton. Charles was a masterful actor with a towering screen presence, remembered for unforgettable performances in films like The Hunchback of Notre Dame and Mutiny on the Bounty. With his commanding talent and distinctive voice, he captivated audiences and became one of the most respected actors of his generation. But behind his commanding on-screen roles, Laughton carried a secret that was carefully hidden throughout his life. He was gay. His marriage to actress Elsa Lanchester, while genuine in companionship, served as a shield against an industry and society that stigmatized same-sex relationships. Laughton feared the repercussions of revealing his true self in a deeply homophobic Hollywood, choosing instead to lead a life of duality. Despite this, there was a quiet bravery in how he navigated the difficult terrain of both personal and professional expectations, channeling his inner struggles into extraordinary performance, found emotion and humanity. Although never publicly acknowledged during his lifetime, Lawton's sexuality has since become an open secret, and his story sheds light on the sacrifices made by LGBTQ+ actors of his era. Today, his immense contribution to film remains celebrated, with his courage to endure in a time of harsh condemnation, serving as an enduring symbol of strength for those who followed. These stories prove that even under the brightest spotlight, stars face shadows of prejudice and fear. Their courage in living full lives despite the risks is an enduring inspiration. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content like this. Oh, one more thing. Check out our next video on Hollywood actors who were criticized for being untalented. I am sure you'll love it. Click on it now, and I will see you over there.